pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, go 20. Check, 53, right. Hey, check.
Stafford on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, that's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Returnable here for Davis. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's coming.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jarrad Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November and already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Waiting. Alert. Check. 53 front. Check. Echo.
On first down, Stafford here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again is Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Stafford now to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Stafford looks to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 4.
Out of the gun, Geis. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's into the clear. The 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Haskins on first down. This one caught by Davis. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Haskins eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First down, Lions.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Let's go.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Check three, check three, check three.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
60, right, 22.
Second and 5.
Give me radar.
From the 41, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Stafford now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 5-0.
Second and 4.
Mike, 53.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Hey, wahoo!
From the red zone now, Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Big 20. Mike, 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 49. Check 49. Check 49. 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Haskins will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get set.
Throwing again. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right there, 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the 50, it's Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's track. Mike 51. Mike 51. Come to one.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now Haskins to throw it. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Here's Haskins. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
A gain of 14.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker.
Complete to Devontae Parker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the 50, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second and 10, Stafford. This complete to Jones. Touchdown, Detroit! Marvin Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense, and what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Geis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They go play action now. Haskins. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Stafford on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To the air again, Stafford. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jesse James. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrad Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins gets this to Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Haskins on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back to throw, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? There he goes, left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here we go with Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Haskins to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Throwing now is Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, ready. 60 out, low. Let's go, tackle, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Here's Geis. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. This is Geis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Geis, they'll try to run it. Fights off the defender. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and goal. Haskins flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incomplete.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10.
And while we're still getting used to these new overtime rules, we still know that those 3 points would have been critical. What a big-time block right there.
Boy, it would have been huge. Now field goal on the other end, and this one's all over.
It changes the math, doesn't it? It changes the thinking, and it changes the whole mindset of this game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely, and I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Redskins, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.